Okay, so we're going to talk about computing slope. This is your fourth quiz in Unit 3. It's about finding slope. Slope is what defines the steepness of a line. It tells us how much does that line increase or decrease by, which actually increasing, if it increases, it's positive. And positive lines, we always, in order to determine whether it is positive or negative, the slope of our line, we must read it like we do words. We go from left to right. So if moving from left to right, it goes up, then it is positive. If moving from left to right, it moves down, then it is negative. So positive lines go up, left to right. Negative lines move down from left to right. Okay, and flat lines or horizontal lines, lines that just remain flat, they have zero slope. So their slope is 0. And any positive slope is going to be larger than a flat line. Weirdly enough, you're going to need to know that for your quiz. Most of you will. Some of you may not, but most of you will. So you'll need to be able to identify that positive slope lines are greater than flat or horizontal lines which have 0 slope. Vertical lines, they're the lines that move up and down. So vertical lines have no slope, not no slope as in 0 slope, but it is actually an undefined slope. I kind of misspoke there. My bad. Okay, so that slope is undefined. For those of you that are in class, you might remember the story I told you about when I was in geometry and learning about slope in, was it 9th grade? I think so. And my teacher talked about the skier, and if he hit a cliff that looked like this, then he was going to die, right? So we laughed in class and we said, no slope, no hope. So this is undefined slope. If it is a flat line, then that skier is not going to die. They may not get moving very fast, but they definitely, unless they die of hypothermia, but they're not going to fall to their deaths. Okay, so let's talk about how we find the slope of a line. You need 2 points on the line to find slope. It can be any 2 points that you want. Does not matter which ones you choose. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. So we can take any 2 points to find the slope of a line. And the slope of the line is rise over run. But that just means that it's going to be the change or the distance in the y. So change in y. Oops, I forgot. Change. Guys, it's just like we're in class and I don't know how to write. Change in y over change in x. Okay, that is our slope. We're looking for the change in the y values or the y coordinates and the change in the x coordinates. So let's go through a couple examples given that. So we have find the slope through a formula or counting. So I'm going to draw this line here. And we have 0.5. This is not drawn correctly because this line is way off. Looking at my second point, should cut through there. You'll see why. Well, maybe you'll see why in a minute. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter where it went. Never mind. I was thinking that we had to have the y-intercept at 0, but we don't. Okay, so we're going to find our slope. We're going to look for the change in y. So our y values go from 5 to 8. What is that change? We could count up 6, 7, 8, and that was 3 counts up. Or we could have said 8 minus 5, and that would be 3. You'll see why I put a line under here right now, because we're going to find our change in x's. So we could count over. We could say 6, 7, 8, which is 3. Or we could have said 8 minus 5. Which is 3. So our slope is 3 over 3, which equals 1. The slope in this example is 1. Okay, let's try slope again with another example. Okay, good. So we have, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I'm going to draw a new line or a new equation. We've got -4, 2, and 3, 9. Okay, we want to find our slope. So again, we could count. We could count from 2 to 9 to see what our change in y's are, or we could use the formula, and the formula is subtracting our y values over the subtraction of our x values. So we could count, here we count from 2 to 9, we would count from -4 to 3, but notice in my formula I did something that maybe seems backwards. I chose to do 9 minus 2. I need to keep my x values then lined up with my, as if they are already in their ordered pair lined up. So the 9 and 3 are a pair, and 2 and -4 are a pair. So 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 subtract -4 is the same as adding, so that is 7. So our slope is 1. This is also a slope of 1. Go figure. Okay, so let's try another one. This time I'm not going to draw the picture. I'm just going to give us the 2 points. So if we have 2 points given to us on a line, and their values are -2, -3, and -4, -9. And we want to find the slope between these 2 points on the line, or the slope of the line where these 2 points are on that same line. We're going to take our y's and we will subtract them. So -3 subtract -9. This is a good time to ask, does it matter if -3 or -9 goes first? No, it does not. However, since I chose -3 first, -2 must go first for the x's. So -2 subtract -4. -3 subtract -9 becomes an addition. -3 plus 9 is 6. -2 plus 4 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, this is slope. And this is everything that you need to know to find slope. If you have any further questions, let me know. Good luck.